Hello Virgo, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. We are covering the month of August, the next 30 days, including Mercury Retrograde, which started July 17th and is continuing through August 11th. So we're jumping in here with the Kipper Fortune Telling deck, and we have Mature Man, number 5, Mature Man. Let's see what this means. I'm noticing all the books in the background. He's looking at this globe here, which could be symbolizing, like, no matter what age you are, looking back on your life and using some wisdom to reflect. Realizing that you have wisdom, but using that wisdom to like reflect and decide where you want to go from here. What has worked out, what is not working out, what you have learned or wish to learn from. All right, Virgo, and we have 11, the master number, sudden wealth. We have 777, lucky 7. So those numbers might mean something to you. Sudden wealth, money might be coming your way. It might be out of the blue, suddenly. Maybe it's money coming your way you expected, but it's more than you expected. And the word wealth is jumping out at me. There's an important message. This is an old-fashioned letter with a rubber stamp, or I'm sorry, a wax stamp. I'm saying it all wrong. It's a wax seal. Pen and ink. There's an old-fashioned phone there. I love this whole picture. It's very cozy. So let's go deeper into these messages, Virgo. Let's go over to Everyday Witch. I just looked at the bottom of this deck. We have expectation. Someone is waiting for this message. You might be waiting for an important message from someone, or you're waiting to hear from someone you love. Maybe they're on vacation or on a business trip. Okay, mature man. Okay, the 10 of Wands. So like realizing that maybe you've carried burdens that are not yours to carry, or that you didn't need to carry. And don't beat yourself up about this if you're coming to the realization that like you've done too much for someone who didn't, say appreciate you. Maybe you worked at a job where, you thought your hard work would be appreciated, but to your employer you were just a number. So realizing how to prioritize your life. Yes, if you have a job, that's a priority, but how much weight are you putting on that that's not going to yourself, your own health and well-being, or your family? There are other jobs if necessary. Sudden wealth and the 9 of Cups. Ooh, wishes and dreams coming true. So someone's definitely coming into the comforts of money here. Abundance, comforts of money, wishes and dreams coming true. If you are coming into some money and you've never had that much money before, talk to a good lawyer or a financial advisor who can teach you how to make that money grow and how to not lose it. Message about money, talking about like not losing money here with the 4 of Pentacles. Like hang on to it. You don't want to lose it because it can slip out of your fingers as fast as it comes in. Okay, so Virgo, you're an earth sign. You don't want that to happen. And I like the 4 of Pentacles because he's like saying, okay, let's wait a minute here. There's some money coming in here. I want to stop and think about what we're going to do here. What we're going to do with it or not do with it. All right. Mature man, 10 of Wands. The mature man energy here. You could be male or female. You may be realizing that like you have to let the bird fly from the nest. Maybe you've been a shoulder too much for an adult kid, or someone you care a great deal about, which is sweet, it's wonderful, but then you're realizing it's too heavy on you, and it could be a detriment to them too because they're not digging deep for their own confidence to handle their own matters. It's like you have such love in your heart, you want to just make someone okay, but then you know, that is too burdensome to you. And then also that leaves them with like insecurity of not knowing how to handle things on their own, which they could do. Look, there's the Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's tough love here, but also this is abundance, like tough love in a good way. And there's abundance, like good will come of this. Good will come of letting go. It's not like you're going to lose someone that you love. More love and abundance will come your way when you open yourself up to it in your life by letting go of burdens that aren't yours. Sudden wealth, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So here's the equality, the reciprocity. And there's the money, like money keeps coming. There's this important message. It could be snail mail or just an old-fashioned way of communicating. With the Four of Pentacles. Wow. This could be like either old money or a very old like certificate of deposit that has gained a lot of interest. Maybe it's been sitting in a file box somewhere and you forgot about it. So there's CDs, and what was the other thing? A savings bond. Something like that. And look, we have the King of Wands. So this is kind of that mature man energy. So I was saying Six of Wands about reciprocity. That's more like about victory, people looking up to you, winning a battle. I was reading that as if it was this, which is on the bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles. I was talking about the reciprocity and money that continues to come to you. Money, like hand over fist money, and having enough to help others if you wish. So that was like how I was reading the Six of Wands. But the Six of Wands is the victory. You're overcoming financial challenges, but just make sure that you know what to do with this new wealth. So the message and the Four of Pentacles is being clarified by the King of Wands. So this could be like mapping out a strategy, mapping out a plan. And this card reminds me of this. And look at the symbols that they have in common, like the globe and the world, you know, the map. He looks like he's reflecting, but he's also thinking, maybe planning on a new strategy, how to conduct himself. So you could be male or female, doesn't matter, but like a new strategy on how you want to conduct yourself in life. If you let go of someone else's problems, not to say that you don't care, but if you let go of someone else's problems, then what will you do with your life? It's time to consider that. There could be a love message here for somebody. Maybe it's time for someone to get back out there in the dating world. It doesn't mean going on a, dating site or app or whatever. Maybe just meet people locally. There might be some local groups that get together regularly. Maybe a class at a gym or something. Okay, so this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords. Decisive, focused, driven, and defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. There could be sudden and unexpected changes, which could have to do with this sudden wealth. And it says review your options carefully, which is what I was saying. If it has to do with money, but also if it has to do with like going out there dating, or if you're meeting new people or something like that. And oh look, we have the Four of Pentacles again, Archangel Michael here. Managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. Yeah, so it all ties in. There could be like an extreme of money coming your way. You might want to handle that in a very extreme way, like either buying something you wish you could always wished you could have. I'm saying that all backwards. Or putting it all away and never touching it to the point you're afraid to learn how to invest, right? It could be an extreme like that. And also extremes in how you give your time and, you know, attention to other people. Like, you don't have to go from doing everything for someone you care about to nothing, right? You can still be there for them, to like lend an ear or for guidance, but not to tell them what to do. You know what I mean? Not to control them. Just be like, you know, from my experience, when I've been in your shoes before, I found that this was like the best action to take in my particular situation. But honor that it might not be the best action for them to take, but just put it out there, like how you would strategize or go about making a decision, because I think you're good at that, Virgo, but this person needs to do it in their own way. So your strategy might be very effective for someone else pertaining to their particular situation, and then they have to do it on their own. It's like being a teacher, because that mature man card looks like a professor. It's like being a teacher. Well, and look, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home. Yeah, so a lot of this could be coming from your heart, but you have to like have a big heart for yourself too. Be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, and taking a sensible approach. Okay, so that's good. Now, this expectation card that's sitting here looking at me. What's this all about? Expectation. I think like someone listening might be worried, like, what will happen if I say stop being a homemaker and get a part-time job? Everything's going to be okay. You don't have to take a full, not necessarily unless you need the money, right? But like, if you're a homemaker and you're thinking about working a little bit, right? You could still be a homemaker and work part-time. You can be a homemaker and start a business from home. It doesn't mean you have to do the extreme and say like get a job out of town or in a different city and not be there for your family anymore. Like, you can still be there. So try not to think in extremes. So say it's like, I'm trying to think of another scenario. Say you have been, you know, paying for someone's car insurance, and you're like, you know what? This person can pay for their own car insurance because I see them spending money on piercings and tattoos and going out to dinner all the time, and that's not right. They're perfectly capable of paying their own car insurance. Talk to them and say, listen, I agreed to do this for you, so I'm not going to cut you off, but I'm going to give you 2 more months, and then the 3rd month you start paying. I'm going to sign the vehicle over to you or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do extremes, because that just never works out too well. So we've got a two-faced friend. So it's a cat card, and I love cats. So cats actually are very loyal and independent. So I'm getting loyal, independent energy. When it comes to the words, somebody is being two-faced. Someone might retaliate when you pull your resources away from them that they actually don't need. Also, for some of you in the workplace, you might find that like when someone you think of as a work friend finds out how much money you make, they completely turn on you and try to sabotage you. So be careful about that. Like, I innocently slipped how much I was making to someone, and boy, did this person make my life miserable until she finally quit. It was so bad. And I kind of innocently said it because like my colleagues used to talk about this. We were independent contractors, and you know, they'd be like, so, you know, what are they hiring? New independent contractors, like what are they paying the new people? And it was like something that was talked about because it was changing and fluctuating, but then it became a thing where like you don't talk about that anymore. But I had been there so long, I just went into my old habit and said out loud how much I made, and she kind of tricked me into it too. And I could tell she like turned into this devil woman. So be careful of that. Don't share too much. Like, your coworkers are your coworkers. They're not your friends. I'm sorry. Some people don't want to hear that. Or some people say, oh, but you know, I met my best friend at work, or my coworkers are like my family. Be careful, okay? Because someone is behaving stupidly, okay? So that clarifies that whole story. So let's leave that at that. Be careful about your expectations in work connections, okay? Because you don't want to be saying to yourself, well, what did I expect? I went and made that decision. What did I expect to happen? Or don't be disappointed in yourself that you had, too much faith in someone. All right, let's get a couple more from here for Virgo, and then we'll get some Kitty Oracle and Archangel Michael cards. This guy keeps coming out. Dealings or relationship with a man. I'm noticing like the different colors in his hair, so that could be like that two-faced person. All right, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Give me something different. Come on, come on. Take care, or there could be loss of material wealth. So yeah, watch your back there. Be careful not to lose your sudden wealth, okay? Just, be wise about it and don't talk about it. Like that's what the King of Wands always tells me too. Like don't announce to the world what you're doing sometimes. Okay, we have the Vine. Seek out information that will help you. Yep, got some professional advice. We have the Feather. You might be seeing feathers around. No, that means that spirit is with you or someone on the other side is with you. I'm not drawn to read the words on that card because I think that's more of a spirit message. And we have Bouquet. Ooh, compliments from an admirer. So there's that Ace of Cups love energy here. All right, Virgo. Look at the kitties. I love this deck. What do we have from the Kitty Oracle for Virgo? Drink it in and enjoy the moment. Yeah, it's time to like take a breather and enjoy. Smell the roses. Look at nature around you. Be still. Explore options and be open to new ideas. Real strong here with that King of Wands. We have be adventurous. Yeah, try something new. Clear your plate. Make room on your plate for something new. Be anything. It could just be spending time doing something that you'd like to do. Going to the library, going to the park. All right, let's see what we have from the Archangel Michael deck. We have angels of healing are with you. I love this, Virgo. If there's a relationship that needs healing, it's coming in. And if you are in need of protection against someone who's causing shenanigans in the workplace or at home or anywhere, you're protected. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. So Archangel Michael is wanting to come in and enhance your strength, Virgo. And we have 30, step into the spotlight with 32 and 3. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Yeah, and that first card was all about wisdom too, the mature man. One more from Archangel Michael. 40 and 4, you're ready for more. Yeah, Virgo, you're ready for more. It's your time now. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes that you have been contemplating. Yeah, time to plan it out and make the changes. This too, this flower here, I don't know if it's like a bloomed peony or... oh, I forget the name of that other flower that looks similar, but it's reminding me of this art lesson I just watched, and the artist was painting something a lot like this. So it's time to like slowly put together or construct your life the way you want in a beautiful way. And look at all these little orbs or sparkles or whatever it is all around it. It's like this beautiful blessing coming your way. It's time for you to build your life the way you want it to be. All right, Virgo, thank you for being here. Please comment below if any of this resonates. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you again soon.